Oh my God, let's fucking go.
So it was on the Mets'd.
Yeah, so this was going to be part 2 originally, but I've made it part 1. Part 1, Juan Soto, New York Mets. It's 6:01 in the morning. Me and James have just came back from the bar. Shout out Bushwick Ice House.
Shout out Will.
Shout out Will, legend. We've came back, and we've had a couple drinks.
We lived.
At least, how many, James? At least how many? 3?
At least 3. Minimum 3.
Minimum of 3. Responsible drinking. Boys are home safe. And you know what the biggest news is? What's the biggest news, James?
I think I heard earlier tonight that Juan Soto is a New York Met.
You know, I got a little whisper, a little birdie in my ear. What is it, 15 years? $765 million?
We're going to be 40 years old, and Juan Soto's going to be a Met.
Dude, 43. We're not just going to be 40. We'll be 3 years into our 40s. There's a very good chance we have a child that's 10 years old at this point.
Listen to this for a second.
Okay.
We went through a season just now where we had like tons of miracles.
It was
and
awesome.
We did great things. We came
What a
back in that
year.
things, did amazing shit.
What a year.
And then we murdered the Phillies in cold blood.
Killed them.
On
Francisco
our field.
Lindor said,
we killed them.
Hey,
stabbed them in the heart.
You think you own Philly cheesesteaks? All you are is chopped steak and cheese whiz.
Chopped steak and cheese whiz. Per Jurassic Mark.
That's it.
And then we went head to head with the Yankees in a race for the best free agent that's been available in a very long time, ever.
Well,
and then, okay, sure,
number two.
He was never the best of free agents that considered the East Coast as a possible destination.
That played one side of baseball.
And we took him, and we owned it.
Dude.
We killed the Yankees. The Yankees are fucking dead. We took the best player in the Yankees, and we put the best player in our team. That was it.
In case you guys aren't aware, we're recording at 6:03 a.m. in the morning. You guys might be listening to that at 7:10. It's truthfully, apologies to all. We've had lots of drinks. We've had a great night. We had a responsibly great night.
Juan Soto's on the Mets.
I'm never gonna sleep better than I have tonight because Juan Soto is a fucking New York Met. Dude, what the fuck? We were at, again, Bushwick Ice House, and me and James recorded 15 minutes before. This is what you guys will hear after. You'll hear after this.
So this is gonna go first?
This is gonna go first. It has to go first. It has to go first because this is what the people want. We saw the tweets. We saw the responses. Dude, how the fuck did we get here, James? How did we get here?
I'll tell you how we got here. I'll tell you right now.
How? Tell me, because I don't know.
We're 4 years out from Steve Cohen buying the Mets. And when Steve Cohen bought the Mets, we all knew that we would be entering a new era of prosperity.
I popped bottles. I literally popped a bottle of champagne on the terrace in which we lived.
I think some people might have thought in the last few days that this wasn't going to be what was promised. It wasn't going to be what was promised.
Well,
it wasn't going to be one of the richest men in America buying your favorite team and putting a stupid amount of money into it. For some reason, some people didn't think that was going to happen. And then it kept going past that. And then we won some games. We signed some free agents. We hired Jeremy Hefner and Eric Yeagers, and we built a pitching lab. And then we got to a spot right now where Juan Soto himself said out loud that he thought the Mets had a better chance to win than the Yankees.
Better future.
He thought that the Mets had a better future than the Yankees. The Mets had a better future than the Yankees. The Mets, as you guys are listening to right now, I'm sure it's your favorite team or you're hate listening. I hope you are hate listening.
Oh my God, the hate listeners.
Give
me your tears, Gypsy.
Guys, we're the kings. We're the kings of New York. We took over the city. This is our city now. We are the New York Mets, and we play baseball, and we are the best team in New York City.
We are the New York Mets.
We're the New York fucking Mets. Like we're the best team in New York.
This is, and again, I think only lifetime Mets fans will be able to relate to this sentiment. But like, what? What the fuck are we? What are we talking about?
No,
Juan Soto.
It's better than that. It's better than even what you think. It's better than what you're saying.
He's the second best player in baseball.
He's top 5 minimum.
So in the world that we exist in right now, in the vacuum that we are, the New York Mets, not only made the NLCS last year, not only made the NLCS without Mr. Juan Soto, but they said, hey,
Yeah.
not good enough. Juan, remember how the
Let's
Yankees
do the
traded
best thing we
fucking
can.
bullshit for you to the Padres? You're now in the New York Mets. I mean, how fucking sick is it that everything I said was true? I said, what if?
All right, fuck you on that. All right,
No,
all right.
fuck you. You said the Red Sox. What if I said, what if I told you this? What if I said Juan Soto's using everybody to get the Mets to spend more money because he wants to come here? Because
did.
at the end of the day,
Seems like it was a true.
tell me that isn't true. Tell me he didn't want to be here. $5 million over the Yankees, and he said, give me the New York Mets. All the reports from everybody was that if it was close, he's going to be a Yankee. It was close, and where do you end up, James? Real quick, what color? What color are these colors here? What are the colors of these pinstripes?
Orange and blue. Juan Soto's a New York Met. Can I
Unbelievable, dude.
Can I start the barrage? Can I read some tweets from Yankee Twitter about what's gone on here tonight?
Yeah, before we sober up, I mean, God damn it.
I'm not. I'm gonna be on cloud nine for
mom and dad. Sorry,
months.
Yeah, I mean, this is
yeah.
euphoric. I will say this: Monday and Tuesday, very calm
fake
night,
days. Fake
very
days.
calm. The sun. I think it's gonna be piss and rain on Monday night. It's gonna be a sunny day for me.
All right, I'm gonna go to the tweets right now.
Hit me.
From Bobby Malone at Bobby Malone 29.
Okay.
Soto took the bag, not the legacy. Enjoy Queens.
Fucking
Salty.
loser. What a
All right, here's another one right now.
Loser. Yankee fans are such losers right now. It's crazy.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys how much of losers these motherfuckers are. At Yankees Focus. YANKEES FOCUS. Two guys who wanted to be New York Yankees. A picture of Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton.
What, Judge? Have
My appreciation for them has grown tonight. Yeah. That's that. Giancarlo Stanton.
I got a good one here from Hoodie Glaber. I actually hate almost every Plan B I've seen. What the hell are we going to do?
Yeah. I have a good one right now from John Boy Media. JONBOYMEDIA. John Boy Media.
All right.
Yeah,
what do you got?
Yeah. Yankees fans are not pleased. Video of Juan Soto's jersey burning in a driveway.
I showed you that in the bar, and I was like, "This is
no,
sad.
For sure. We may or may not have stolen that video and using it for a video. Here's another one from Evil Empire. October Stanton. Fuck. Juan Soto really left the Yankees for $5 million more when the Yankees fans did nothing but support him and cheer his name. I don't understand how anybody could want to leave a crowd like this. Oh wow. Oh man.
James.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Hey,
Steve Cohen. You hear that name, right? Steve Cohen, you hear that name?
Mm-hmm.
Just listen. Think about it. Think about the letters, right? Think about it. Hal Steinbrenner. Tell me the one difference between Hal Steinbrenner and Steve Cohen.
Not enough letters.
There's one specific letter that Hal Steinbrenner has that Steve Cohen does not have. Can you tell me what that is?
No.
That'd be an L. Hal. Fucking loser ass, bitch ass, fucking dork, fucking poor ass, poverty, homie, fucking loser.
No, broke bitch. I mean, hey, it's Hal Steinbrenner says a lot about where, like, the state of Americanism is, like, inheritance.
Yeah,
true. You just can't like if you your dad builds a business, you inherit it. Like, you're going to run it into the ground. No matter what happens, you're going to run to the ground. Hal Steinbrenner has run his dad's proud business into the ground. I got more tweets here from Yankee fans.
Call him
more
Ha.
Tweets from Yankee fans?
Call him Ha, because if you throw that L in there, he's Hal.
I'm gonna give you more tweets from Yankee fans.
Yeah,
from Deezus. Deezus nice.
Oh, that fucking dork Deezus, who's not even a real fucking fan.
Congrats to Juan Soto, the new Robinson Cano. Oh,
get the fuck out of here.
That's a good quote right there. Here's one
another.
Right now.
Wait, hold on. Robinson Cano, another guy the Yankees lost on.
Mm-hmm.
To another. To the imagine
that worked out for them.
Imagine losing to the fucking Mariners. I mean, that's embarrassing.
Almost embarrassing to lose to the fucking Mets. All right, here's another one from the Rational Yankee fan.
Wait, Deezus quote tweeted me.
Yes,
he quote tweeted me. He took the bait. All right, in case you guys didn't know, Deezus and Mero, fucking, I don't know, he's a dork, whatever he is. He put out the tweet about congrats on Juan Soto, new Robinson Cano. I said, name 3 players on the current New York Yankees roster. He said, you have an NYPD face. You aren't. I know you are. Your uncles are pissed. Oh my God. I fucking own him.
That's a crazy tweet.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's my fuck. I own you.
All right.
Holy shit.
Motherfucker.
He has 960K followers. You retweeted me. Oh my god, dude, this is
I can't
this is
believe
all
you
you
said
need to
that.
know if you're a Mets fan. Mets are on
Yeah, no.
top.
No, we own them. Let's keep going
Mets
through
are on
Yankee Twitter
top.
right now.
Keep
Let's
going,
keep going
keep
through
going,
Yankee
keep
Twitter.
going. Holy
Yeah.
shit. What a fucking loser. All right,
Here's
go
a
back.
great one. Rational Yankee fan.
Yeah.
I think we were all operating under the assumption that if the Yankees were even close, Soto would come back. They were very close, and he still left. After having the best year of his career in pinstripes, hitting in front of Aaron Judge, he left. For what? I think that's the part I'm floored about. Hope it winds up being worth it for him. Wow. Thank you, Rational Yankee fan, for that. That's
Juan Soto has a
electric.
chance to be one of the most wealthy people in the entire world right now if he invests his money properly. If he's not an absolute idiot, he's one of the most wealthy people in the entire planet. And think about this. Think about this. Aaron Judge is behind him. Aaron Judge didn't.
Does Aaron Judge's phone work? Why isn't he? He doesn't text Juan Soto, his friend, right?
He didn't reach out to him. He let the public know. I'm not reaching out to Juan Soto. Are you fucking stupid? What the fuck?
Can I give you might be the best tweet you'll hear tonight?
Please, God.
Okay. So this is from WFAN legend Keith McPherson. And this tweet was tweeted at noon on March 29th. Can I tell you?
Sucks. Yeah,
Yes.
please tell me. Wait, March 29th of 2024?
You ready?
JD, all right, hit me.
Yeah, shout out Joe for throwing us these tweets. But so he responded to a guy named Tyler Kirk that said, daily reminder that Soto to the Mets narrative is 99% Yankees fans, LMAO. Just enjoy our season. Soto's going to hit a home run in the postseason and bring a series with the Astros to 3-1 Houston. Keith will come here and say, looking really dumb now, Mets fans, LOL. Keith McPherson responds to that. This is what you're doing at 7:30 in the morning on opening day? Come on, my boy. This was a tweet for all Mets fans gloating as the Yankees went down 4-0. Nothing to do with you or your Juan Soto obsession. Steve Cohen's going to offer $700 million to put that bum ass in blue and orange jersey and then get denied again. LOL.
Holy shit.
How's that one feel?
That's
the best thing I've ever read in my life.
That's pure bliss. That
doesn't matter about any author, any person, any walk of life. That's the greatest thing I've ever read, seen, heard, thought, believed in my life ever.
It's a crazy world because like I've had Yankee fans in a blender for years now because they haven't won shit since ever. But for the Mets to simply take away one of the best players in baseball, the Yankees traded away all these players for a year of Juan Soto to just claim to be American League champions. This is, by the way, this is the organization that takes pride in the 27 rings, 27 championships.
For sure. No,
if they start bragging about AL Pennant, as soon as they start bragging about AL Pennant, dead.
It's over.
Murdered.
Dead.
And
the
you know
whole organization ceases to exist.
James, what have they been doing?
Bragging. AL Pennant.
Bragging about being American League champions. This is an organization that was asking to be killed, that was asking to be shot in the back. And Juan Soto, thank God he's the fucking cold-blooded killer that he is. Juan Soto cares about winning. You know what Jeff Passan said, James? Did you hear what Jeff Passan had to say?
Tell him what they said.
Jeff Passan on ESPN today, after the news broke, talking to Scott Van Pelt, goes, Juan Soto signed with the New York Mets because he believed the New York Mets have a brighter future
than the Yankees.
I almost got nothing to say.
NCC.
I almost don't have enough, but I do have something to say. Because listen, New York City, whoever's listening to this, Queens, Manhattan, Long Island, Staten Island, New Jersey,
Bronx, Brooklyn,
the Bronx, wherever you're from, Brooklyn. New York City is no longer a split. This is no longer a split. This is no longer Mets Yankee City. This is the Mets City.
Steve Cohen bought the city.
Steve Cohen bought the city. He said, mine's bigger. Do you want to play this game? Because mine's bigger. Mine's longer. I got more of it, whatever it is. I'm Steve Cohen. He stepped in 2021. He traded for Francisco Lindor. He gave him $300 million. And Mets fans went, interesting. Really good player. Franchise player. This is pretty sick. We got one guy. Steve Cohen said, not done yet. Not done yet. 5-year window when he stepped in. He said, we're going to win a World Series. And who'd he grab?
Juan Soto.
Fucking Juan Soto.
Can I hit you with another tweet?
Yes.
We're going through Yankees Twitter right now, like engulfing the cope, drinking the
Yeah,
cope.
I mean this is
So
awesome.
this is from a friend of yours, Gary Sheffield Jr.
Oh, this fucking dork.
Yes, there's another one, March 28th. Mets fans.
Is this the tweet I chirped him on and he said I called you ugly? I'm like, shut the fuck up, idiot.
Let me speak.
Okay.
Mets fans, you have to be excited seeing Juan Soto reach base 3 times and gun down a runner at home to save the Yankees, to save the game in his Yankees debut. You won't sign him, of course, but you will get to Photoshop him in your unis until this winter. Thank you, Gary. Gary Jr. I think Gary Sheffield Jr., I can't remember. Is his dad, did his dad do anything cool?
I think his dad hit his 500th home run with the Mets, actually.
His
of all
dad did
teams.
his 500th run with the West.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
So I'm sure he wasn't invited to the game because no one gives a fuck about him. But Gary Sheffield, 500 home runs, New York Mets. I believe he hit it off of the Caesar Sportsbook out in left field. If I remember specifically, it was a poke. He's a great player. He's one of the greatest of all time. His son,
Sure.
major loser, major fucking dork, blocked me for a while. Unblock me to continue to talk trash about how the Yankees didn't get a generational player. I mean, listen, I'm sleeping well tonight. I'm sleeping well for the rest of the time. This is
forever and ever. Oh, hey, I have another one. I have another tweet right now.
Please,
There's
keep
been
going.
plenty of tweets from a bunch of other assholes, a bunch of other losers, just with videos of them reacting to the Juan Sotos of the Mets thing, not being able to conceptualize, not being able to realize that one of the most successful baseball players to this point in his career has been this good ever in the history of baseball, and he still chose the Mets over the Yankees. But
Step back.
What? Talk to me. Tell me.
Juan Soto's a New York Mets for the next 15 years.
This we are telling you, it's more than that. This moment is more important than the next 15 years. This moment is. He told the Yankees to kick rocks. He told them to fucking spit.
$5 million.
That's it. He was like, you guys aren't even close. You guys don't even matter. Got another
sick.
tweet right here. This is from Jack Kosak. Shout out Jack.
Oh.
2 different organizations, 2 different legacies. Can't have a worry over a team that hasn't had any meaningful wins in 4 decades. Let's do what we have done before and find a way to build a championship team. And the left is a picture of Derek Jeter with a trophy, and the right is a picture of Grimace. What a fucking loser. Shout out you, Jack, because you have missed the point dramatically, my guy. Oh, we got more. We have so many more.
It's really cool because I think let's take a step back, right? Let's take a step back. Mets, Yankees, take a step back. Both of these teams had 7-game series against the Los Angeles Dodgers this upcoming season. Mets won 2 games. Yankees won 1. Yankees won 1 with Juan Soto. The Mets won 2 without him.
Oh my!
This is a Mets team that's competing for a World Series.
Oh my God!
Right now.
Opening day.
2025.
Mets
it is
fans.
the Dodgers and is the New York Mets.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you right now, as soon as this episode stops airing, as soon as the 24 hours exists where Juan Soto it's over, he's a New York Met. We don't give a fuck about the Yankees. We don't give a fuck about that poverty franchise. They are the little brothers. You don't pick on your little brother. You don't do that.
No, of course not.
They can pick on what they thought was the little brother as long as they want. Because that's what fucking losers do. Think about the losers you went to high school with, middle school with. They picked on the little guy. But all of a sudden, the little guy, you turn 25 years old and they're like, oh, shit.
I mean, think about it right now. We're celebrating is the funeral.
This is the funeral.
This is it.
This
is
it.
The moment. This is the day.
Changed.
This is the night.
It's
over.
It's done.
No, there was a switch.
$5 million.
A change.
It's visceral. It's a visceral
He
reaction.
looked at the Mets and he looked at the Yankees. I want to go to the Mets instead.
When has that ever happened?
It literally hasn't. This was
never.
Again, Howie Rose said this shit. This is one of the most important nights in the history of New York sports.
This is
the 2 teams changed their identities. We just swapped. We just made a fucking trade. We just Freaky Friday the fucking Yankees.
Outside of the Yankees having just like a cool logo that like people just wear.
No, there's nothing. It's just fucking pinstripes. It's just bullshit.
They're a joke. The orange and blue is taking over the city.
No, we're the Kings. We are the Kings. We run the city.
No, we are. And for what everybody said about Steve Cohen when he became the owner of the Mets, what do you got for me, James?
I was telling you right now. It's bullshit. Nothing I'm ever gonna say about the Yankees.
No,
you're gonna say anything. I think Yankee fans will like.
It's actually kind of.
I think they're gonna drop a lot of coke. I think they're gonna say a lot of bullshit, And I think that there's going to be a conversation that's going to be had about what the Yankees could possibly do this season. Because the Yankees did just
Including
go
on
to the
this
World Series.
podcast,
Yeah, we
yeah.
did. Yeah, of course. It might happen on this podcast. But where the Yankees go from here, objectively speaking right now, the Yankees just lost their best player, and they fucking suck.
Oh,
And the Mets got him.
They major suck. And you know what the Mets are? One of the 2 best teams in baseball right now.
Flexible, pliable, ready to go.
Flexible, pliable, and they got guys. Juan Soto, Francisco Lindor.
That's it.
Do I have to say more?
That's it.
Truthfully,
Mets have 2 of the 7 best players in baseball.
this
on their
is
team.
like this.
And we have a whole offseason to go.
Me and James, granted, have just been out for
Hours.
7 hours,
Yeah.
having drinks, having
Since
a good time.
this happened.
Since this happened, we recorded 15 minutes before this, and you guys will hear this after this, or maybe before this. I don't know what it's going to be. I'll figure it out when I edit it. It's on me tonight. But regardless, there is just such a different feeling. Like, even when we were at the bar, I'm looking at you, and I go, I just start smacking you. I start berating you with fists. Because I was like, we did it. Like, this is when Steve Cohen bought the Mets. We were all like, wow, amazing. It's
Cool.
not the Wilpons,
Yeah.
right? I feel
Yeah.
like that's a consensus feeling. And we said, hopefully the Mets will go out and be able to be aggressive, be a part of these major
Yes.
free agent signings. And they traded for Francisco Lindor, and they
Mm-hmm.
gave him $300 million. And we said, holy shit,
Yeah.
that's so awesome. That's so sick. And then they went out and they signed Marte, and they signed Scherzer, and they signed Verlander, and they went and got all these different players.
But true, even think about Scherzer and Verlander for a second, where the Mets themselves quietly set the AAV records in history of Major League Baseball.
True. This is a true statement. Like the Mets, from the time Steve Cohen's owned the team, aggressive. Let's trade for Robbins and Cano. That's a bad trade. But
That wasn't Steve Cohen.
Well, I know, but he was here. And then he said, we're going to keep him here. And we're going to play with him. We got Edwin Diaz. We're going to give him money. We're going to give Starling Marte money. We're going to give Eduardo Escobar money, James McCann, whatever it is. We're going to give these guys all this money. And then all of a sudden, the free agency comes, 2025 offseason. Pete Alonso's a free agent. Maybe he's back. I'd love him back. I think Steve Cohen's really going to drop his nuts on the table and sign Pete Alonso on top of this.
What happened this week?
But he goes, hey, how about the highest paid player, the highest paid athlete in the entire world?
The universe.
More paid than Messi, higher paid than Ronaldo. These guys are fucking not only just the greatest athletes on the planet, sex symbols, they own countries, whatever it is. And the highest paid player in the world is a part of the New York fucking Mets. That doesn't even make sense in my head. That doesn't even feel real.
I said tonight, I tweeted, I was like, I wonder what Jeff Wilpon's doing this second. Because I can't even conceptualize the Mets team that I grew up with. And I think this was something that we talked about and we were appreciative of, where
yes,
when the Mets beat the Phillies this playoffs, it felt like an exorcism. It felt like
unbelievable.
It felt like we got rid of something that we probably held. And a lot of you guys probably also held too since your youth, where you for some reason fell apart against a certain team and you couldn't build it back from. And I'm sure a lot of you guys listening to this shit, you are Mets fans and you grew up surrounded by Yankees fans, and you grew up surrounded by fucking Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez and Bernie Williams, Jorge Posada, and it went on to the next generation, and it was CeCe Sabathia, and it was Mark Teixeira, and you had to deal with this incessant behavior from Yankee fans that was always there, and it was always a part of your life. And it was almost like
losers.
But I was saying there was almost like a level of, I'm a Mets fan, I'm less than, wherever it is when you're a Yankee fan. But
the little brother, that's it.
For sure. But right now, tonight, you guys wake up, you're listening to this podcast. Maybe you're not even waking up, you're listening to lunch because me and Mark are out late at night.
I mean, it's 6:30 in the morning when we're recording this, and it's gonna come out by 8.
Shit has changed. It's different. The New York Mets are the unequivocal, unquestioned, undaunted kings of New York City. We are New York right now. Like, we are the city.
It's not even
everything that you ever thought about the New York Yankees yesterday is different than what you should think about them today. We are New York, and there's no fucking stopping us.
Aaron Judge did not reach out to Juan Soto.
Loser.
What a fucking loser.
Didn't talk to him.
You want to know why?
Tell me.
He's jealous.
I
He
don't
has
even
a
think he's
problem.
jealous. I think
He
he's
has a
just
problem.
stupid.
He has a problem.
I don't know.
He
I think
in the
Yankee fans.
biggest
I think
moment,
Yankee. No,
in
no.
the biggest moment, he disappeared, and Juan Soto stepped up, and all of a sudden, the dichotomy changed, and it went from Aaron Judge's New York Yankees to Juan Soto's New York Yankees, and he didn't like it, and that's why he didn't say shit, and that's why Juan Soto's a New York Met, because Juan Soto wants to win. Juan Soto wants to be a winner. He wants to win for years. It's not just a 2, 3, 4, 5-year plan. 15 years. He's chose to be a part of the New York Mets for 15 years.
$5 million
Something that
difference.
there are viewers of this podcast, there are listeners of the podcast
Not 15 years
that
old.
are not 15 years old, that haven't
No.
been a Mets fan for 15 years. And Juan Soto just said, give me the next 15 years of my life with the New York Mets. His brother, Elian Soto, was spraying champagne on this fucking guy in the hot tub. And I was like, this is euphoric. This is not what happens for the Mets. This is not what goes on. This is not how we exist. This is nothing that I've ever been taught. My dad brought me on to the Mets fandom. 2000, I had the chance to pick Mets or Yankees. I'm so proud to pick the Mets. I can't believe I picked them. I'm so happy.
That's a long play. That's what you could have done that would have been the best for the long term. And also,
and everyone
think
who
about Aaron
picked
Judge
the
for a
Mets.
second. Think about Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, what does he do? Chokes in the playoffs.
Major choker.
What did he just do again? Choked. Fell apart.
The Yankees fell apart. Dude,
we're talking a lot of shit about the Yankees right now. This is the last time we're going to do this openly.
This episode,
this is it.
It's it. Because you want to know why? Why does it not matter, James?
Because they're fucking dead. They lost Juan Soto. We just took their best player from them.
$5 million. $5 million. The Yankees said we can't match that.
Jose Iglesias money.
Jose Iglesias money. Imagine that. Imagine the difference between Juan Soto being a New York Met and a New York Yankee is Jose Iglesias. It's Phil Maton. It's Ryan Stanek.
Can I tell you this? Can I get poetic for a second? Bring this shit out. It is Jose Iglesias. It is Phil Maton. It is Ryan Stanek. We're a fucking team. If the Mets don't do what they did this season, I don't think this actually happens.
There's no shot.
If Francisco Lindor hits the home run in Toronto, if he doesn't hit the fucking home run in Atlanta, if Pete Alonso hits the home run in Milwaukee, if we don't have a series against the Phillies,
home run against Philly.
If we don't do this shit, as a team and we don't become what the fuck we just were, this doesn't happen. He just goes back to the Yankees and no one ever really thinks about it. He probably makes $150 million less of money. But we, the Mets, proved ourselves last year. We put ourselves out there. We became a team that was not to be fucking trifled with. We became a team that was worthy being a part of. And I think Juan Soto watched this team from afar and realized this was an environment, this was a team, this was a situation, this was a feeling that he wanted to be with. And a lot of that comes from Francisco Lindor. A lot of that comes from Pete Alonso. A lot comes from Carlos Mendoza, David Stern, Steve Cohen, Mark Vientos, Brandon Nimmo. Like this was a real team. And that Yankees organization was not. It was a collection of humans. And they were just there to be there where they were. And we created an environment that could invite one of the best players in the sport, one of the best players we've ever seen to this point in his life to come here. And we did that shit. And we did it.
I love that you bring that up because
it's true.
I think there is a.
I don't think if any of those things don't happen, this doesn't happen.
No, there's a much larger narrative, and again, this speaks to being a Mets fan versus a Yankee fan right now that is going on because the Yankees have not won since 2009, and before that was 2000, and 2000. That was the last time they won before that. So they have won, and granted, I'd love to win 2 in 25 years. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to have it. I'd be the happiest man on the planet right now. I wouldn't be complaining, but there's a different feeling about the Yankees currently than what the Yankees were previously perceived. And there's a difference feeling between what the Mets currently are and what the Mets were previously perceived. Steve Cohen stepped in and made this team a legit baseball team. He comes in 2022. They make the playoffs under Buck Showalter and that team that they have there. 2023 is a fucking nightmare. There's no doubt about it. But then what happens in 2024? A team that had little to no expectations, was a borderline playoff team. They make a run to the NLCS. They win more games against the Dodgers than the Yankees did in the World Series.
And they swept the Yankees.
The Yankees could not beat them in a single game. They beat the Philadelphia Phillies, who were the number 1 seed in the National League. That is incredibly important to what happened this offseason. Not only that, Steve Cohen tells Juan Soto, and Juan Soto says it, the Mets have a brighter future than the New York Yankees, and that's without him. He played for the Yankees in the fucking World Series. The Mets lost a full round before the Yankees. And he said, I'd rather go to the New York Mets than the New York Yankees. He's been a part of the National League East. He played for the Nationals. He's seen the Phillies. He's seen the Braves. He's seen the Mets. And he said, I want to be back there. That's where my home is, with the New York Mets. 15 fucking years. I know he has an opt-out after 5, but he's never leaving.
Fuck that.
He's never leaving. The Mets
No
can
way.
just void it by paying him another $4 million a year. And I think we're at the point now where we can say Steve Cohen doesn't give a fuck.
Steve Cohen doesn't give a singular fuck.
Not a fuck.
This was also the moment for Steve Cohen as well.
Yes,
like
major
this was
moment.
Because this was your one chance as Steve Cohen. This was your one opportunity,
Yes.
Your one shot. You can
Like,
do it or let it
Ohtani
slip.
was a Dodger. He was always a Dodger.
Ohtani was never real. Yamamoto, he gave his best try, but he was going on the West Coast. This was, you have 1 second right now to beat the Yankees or be the Yankees. And that was it.
And
He took
beat
over
their
the entire
ass.
city. He took over the
Beat
entire
their
city.
ass.
He
It's
did.
just, it's such a crazy world that we live in, because for the first 28 years of our life, we were number 2. And all of a sudden tonight we're number 1. And that's just not a familiar feeling for us. And fucking, you know what? Shout out even Juan Soto. Shout out Scott Boras. Shout out John Heyman. Shout out everybody, because the reports have been left and right. And for a while, it was the Mets. And then all of a sudden, the last 24 hours, it was the Yankees. And it seemed like, and I texted you earlier, I said, does it feel a little weird that all of a sudden it's so pro Yankees? And both of us were a little bit cautious on that. I'm not going to pretend like I thought I was the man with this. We were both like, something to keep an eye out for. And I think that was it. That was the signal of Juan Soto wants to be the highest paid player ever. And not only is he the highest paid player ever in Major League Baseball, he is the highest paid professional athlete in sports history. Messi, Ronaldo, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Tom Brady. Go to fucking basketball. LeBron James. LeBron James is fucking punching pillows.
Furious right now. LeBron's been up all night mad that he didn't get this deal.
I sell shoes. I am literally nicknamed the king. Who the fuck are you? This kid from the Dominican who's 26 years old is getting.
That's a lesson about baseball, though. That's a lesson about baseball. It's a lesson about New York.
It's the best.
That's our sport. That's our city. Like no matter whatever happens on God's green earth, baseball in New York City is different. It always will be. It always has been.
Different.
And this was the moment. And this gonna sound insane. Think about this for a second.
Yep.
The Mets just became like a team. Like there was the Dodgers, there was the Yankees, there was the Giants. Like we just walked the fuck up to the street and you're like bang.
Like the
bang,
Giants announced Adames yesterday, and they were like, what a great deal at shortstop. The Mets are like, how about we give almost $800 million to a right fielder who maybe becomes DH in 5 years?
It's gonna be $1 billion. If Juan Soto invests his money correctly, he'll be worth more money than Hal Steinbrenner in 30 years.
Oh fuck, that's so fucked up.
That's
Holy
the best part
shit.
about this
He's
whole
gonna be
fucking
worth
thing.
more than Hal Steinbrenner in 5 years.
That's how fucking sick Steve Cohen is. That's how much we did this shit. We're Juan Soto's on the Meds,
dude.
Guys, guys, opening day, you're gonna see Lindor Soto 1-2.
That's crazy.
Oh,
that's I mentioned it. I think later on, I'm like, I had a ticket rep who reached out to me and was like, keep an eye out for this weekend.
Yeah,
He's like, hey, we haven't been told anything, but we've been told we might be working. And boy,
and also,
boy.
What do you do what do you do now with that ticket rep?
Oh, I'm buying season tickets.
There it is. That's exactly what I'm doing.
I'm highly debating 81 games, which is so many. At the absolute minimum, we're hitting the half season package for the home games. Because like, how are you not here? Opening day, I'm there. I'm gonna lose my voice. I'm gonna go crazy. This is the coolest moment in my baseball life.
I'll say it right now. We've gone on for 30 minutes. We can go on for 100 more.
Wow.
I wanna send this out with the legend, the best member of this podcast, the true third co-host, Frankie Peppers.
Frankie, give me Frankie Peppers. Let's fucking go Mets. Give me what he's got.
Before I got the voice message, I got the James, all caps. Holy shit, all caps. We got him. James, I have tears in my eyes. I can't believe this. And this is Frankie Peppers.
I will say it's funny. It's 6:35 in the morning. My dad's liking all my tweets on.
Oh no, everyone. The people are waking up. We have to get the episode out.
Can you imagine waking up and hearing this news? Fucking what the hell? All right, give me Frankie Peppers.
Frankie Peppers.
Gentlemen, how you doing? This is Frankie Pappas. It's
2
late,
minutes.
so I got to keep my voice down. I don't want to keep my voice down, but I got to do it. I'm just speechless. I can't believe that this happened. It's one of those things where I always felt it would happen. Like since day one, I was, of this off season, it's Juan Soto's going to be a Met. Juan Soto's going to be a Met. It's going to happen. But there's always that little bit inside of you where it's like, oh, he's going to the Yankees or he's going to the Dodgers or something. But I won't lie. I ate some bolognese this morning that I had in the fridge.
That's it. Fuck.
And I wore a shirt today that's half blue and half orange.
Nice.
I went out for drinks with some friends. I didn't want to necessarily wear Mets gear, but it was half blue, half orange.
Frankie.
And lucky shirt, lucky bolognese. Juan Soto's a New York Met for the next 15 years. Go back 5 years and ask yourself, does Juan Soto want to be a Met when he becomes a free
Back
agent in
60
5 years? I
days.
guarantee you, your answer would have been no. And now he's a Met. He's going to play with Francisco Lindor, Brandon Nimmo, Mark Vientos, Corey Senga. Hopefully Pete Alonso is coming back.
Frank's in his bag.
Frank's in his
This
bag.
is an incredible thing. A true piece of history made tonight. And it has never been a better feeling to be a Mets fan. And I cannot wait to see what's coming. Oh, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. I hope you boys do. I hope you had fun at the bar also. I'll talk to you boys soon. Take care.
Frankie Peppers.
Frankie, I love you deeply.
He doesn't miss.
There's so much else that's coming.
You know what's
we're gonna
crazy
have
is
so many more episodes. We're gonna have so much more shit.
I think I'm going to say this out loud for everybody to hear. I'm not going to edit it out. I think we're going to have an episode every day this week.
Yeah, definitely. At
That's
least
the
4 in a
goal.
row.
That's the goal. At least
Yeah.
4 in a row. Maybe we miss Friday.
Monday,
I think
Tuesday,
Friday,
Wednesday,
we can take
Thursday.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we are going to just bombard you guys with content, whether you like it or not. Juan Soto's a
Spit.
New York Met. The Mets are the kings of New
Up
York.
New York.
I couldn't be happier. I truly
It's-
couldn't be happier right now. This is bliss.
It's at a spot where I feel like it's not going to stop, and also I
No.
don't really want it to stop at all.
Like I normally get waken up by my upstairs neighbors at it's currently 6:40
Those
in the
kids are gonna
morning.
start clapping. I'm like,
Oh,
like
Vlad
truthfully,
and his fucking kid will not. I won't be heard. I will not complain today. The sun. It's gonna rain at like 1 p.m. today. It's gonna be a sunny day for me. Couldn't care less. Couldn't care
can't
less.
wait. I can't wait
What
to
a
go
fucking
outside in the
day.
rain. I know a lot of people out there. Maybe not a lot of people. Maybe it's me. There's like some things that you could do in life that like make you like your serotonin just like spew out, and like your dopamine doesn't stop. This is what this feels like.
Yeah.
There's no ending to the joy that I feel right now.
How many times were we at the bar tonight where we just started smacking each other, being like, "This is real."
We closed down a random Bushwick dive bar. We didn't even
Yeah.
think we didn't even think about being
Didn't
tired.
flinch. No.
Didn't even.
I only
for a
got tired
moment.
when we got here.
Oh my god, this happened. We have to do this. We have to
And-
end this so we can get the people the episode.
So you guys are gonna now hear our sober thoughts.
Yes.
After this, we're gonna start drunk. We'll end sober. Children, cover your ears, whatever it is. I don't know. You already listened.
mean
this
cover
far.
your
You're
ears? This is
fine.
the
You're
end.
fine. It's Juan fucking Soto. If your father or mother doesn't let you hear us say the fuck word for Juan Soto, you got to beef with them. You got to start beef with them. This is the New York Mets. It's a different era. It's a different time. The New York Yankees, they're dead. It's
Dead.
over.
Cease
the-
to exist.
the Bronx
never
Bombers?
happened.
Never heard of them. The
Nope.
pinstripes. The Mets got
There's a-
pinstripes.
Yep.
These are the pinstripes right here for the New York Mets.
Nah, truthfully, Mark's in jest, but the Yankees they're over.
What are they
That
going
was
to
it.
do?
No,
We'll talk
we
about
live in a new world. We are the Yankees. The Yankees are the Mets.
And it doesn't really
Proverbially.
make sense. We are going to leave you guys here with our sober thoughts for the next 10, 15 minutes. And we will talk to you tomorrow because we have,
Non-stop.
a shocking amount to say more.
Anything else.
But it's almost 7 a.m., so we got to go to bed. So thank you guys. Listen to our sober thoughts. Let's fucking go, Mets.
Let's fucking go, Mets.
Juan Soto is a New York Met. Let's fucking go.
Fuck! Holy shit! Oh
my god, guys. This is it. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Juan Soto
Is a
is a
Met.
New York Met. Is a
He's
New
a
York
New
Met.
York
James,
Met.
where were you? What were you doing? What were you doing? Words don't even feel like English to me right now. So take some words here while I have some beer.
I was just sitting at my desk just refreshing Twitter for the last 3 hours, like I'm sure everybody else was too. You were on the stream with Worthy. I was listening to you guys a little bit, and then all of a sudden, as I said, I just saw the Heyman tweet, and that was it, and it was over. And I got scared for a second. I still didn't believe it at first because of Arson Judge. I'm still PTSD.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think
Yeah,
about that.
that was exactly my brain when the first second
Oh
happened.
my
I was
God.
like, I don't know if I can trust this guy. I don't really know. It's still John Heyman. It's like that. Like this is the kind of thing where like you get a dog from the pound. The dog used to get hit, so when you try to pet the dog, it thinks something bad's happening. Like that was how I felt, and then it all just happened. I fell to the ground. I was shaking. I called my dad. I called you, and we are Mets fans. I mean, I'm sure a lot of Yankee fans hate listening to this too. Everybody listening to this right now, I want you guys to know that the world that you're waking up in today when you're listening to this, that's not the same world you woke up in yesterday. We are the unquestioned kings of New York. Steve Cohen just put his fist down the table. He said I'm going to do anything possible to get this guy. This was the marquee move. This was the move. This was the moment. We just violently and aggressively took over the city. The Yankees no longer exist. We, the fucking New York Mets, we are the top dogs. We are the kings. We are the king makers. We have the target on our backs. We are the fucking hunters. This is our goddamn city right now.
It doesn't feel real. Like you said, initial reaction, I was on the stream with Wardy. He started screaming about it. I was like, no fucking way. There's no way this is true. I see the tweet. I was like, bye. I'm getting out of here. I got to go record the video. Called my dad as I was setting up the camera, screaming into the phone. At one point, no, I wasn't even talking to anyone. I just let out a roar in my apartment. I just screamed, yeah! And I was like, you know what? My neighbor upstairs, I hope he fucking hears that. I hope I wake his ass up because he's so goddamn loud in the morning. But you know what? I don't care. Tomorrow, those noises won't matter. The sounds won't matter. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's going to be a sunny day in my head. I'm not going to see any rain. I might stand outside in the rain. I might just take it in. This is like, I said it multiple times in my YouTube video. This is the best day of my life. This is the best day of my life. It's at least the best day as a Mets fan in my life.
For sure. As a team that we neither of us have seen a championship, this is the most consequential thing the Mets have ever done, either of our lives. We just got Juan Soto. We just got one of the best players in the league.
We beat the Yankees for Juan Soto.
And the best part about us being the Yankees is that we didn't even beat them by that much. He just wanted to come play for this team.
He said, and the Yankees offer, we found out the Yankees final offer was 16 for $760.
Yeah.
The Mets came in 15, 765, which more money, less years, with an opt-out after 5 years. We beat them by $5 million. All the reports that were coming out today, and I was texting you about it. I was texting you saying, do you feel it's a little bit weird? Because all offseason, the reports have been Mets. All of a sudden, within the last 24 hours, the Yankees were the favorite. The Yankees became the favorite. Everybody had been saying if it's close, he's going to the Yankees. That was the wording. That was the wording we heard. That was the wording we saw reported. That was everything. And then all of a sudden, I was like, mega brain blast here. I think this is the flip. I think this is Scott Boras and Juan Soto as the bright flashing lights of Steve Cohen saying, what do you got? What is it? What's the big number?
Mm-hmm.
He said, mine's bigger, 765, 15 years. Juan Soto's a fucking Met. Oh my God. I might buy a jersey in every color.
With the escalators up to 800, with no deferrals, which is the absolute craziest part about this. The fact that we didn't defer any of this money. And I'm just going to do, I haven't even thought about like the team and the payroll and the contract.
Don't give a fuck. But you know what that
let's do the math right now.
Contract? You know what this contract says too to Juan Soto?
What?
Not only are we giving you all this money, the Mets ain't done. The Mets are not done. Mets are going to continue to make some big moves here. They got a lot of money to play with still.
They actually do have a lot of money to play with, which is the craziest part. And I don't think Steve Cohen's going to have any reservations with going deeper and deeper into the $300 million, like he has the last few years for teams that didn't have Juan Soto on them. This is what I was saying. There's no stopping right now. This is it.
No, this is Major League Baseball. Or these are the 28 other owners besides the Dodgers in Major League Baseball. This is a nightmare what just happened because Steve Cohen, when he came in, was I'm going to spend as much money as I can to win. I have a 5-year window. Technically, this is the 5th year coming up here, 2025. I've got a 5-year window to win a World Series. We're going to bring trophies home. We're going to spend money. We're going to do it. And you saw it a little bit with Max Scherzer when he spent that money. You saw it with some of the moves that he made. But he hadn't gotten that big guy yet. He hadn't gotten the guy that makes you go, holy shit, this is real. Steve Cohen has a chance to do some absolutely insane things here. Like you said, burst through 300 million. He might say, I have so much money. I have more money than fucking sin. I have more money than you can even fathom. We got offshore accounts in the Cayman Islands, whatever it is, pump and dump some crypto, however he needs to do it. I don't care. But he might break baseball right now, and we might not see baseball ever played the same when the next CBA comes because of what Steve Cohen's going to do this offseason.
Oh, I think that this moment right now guarantee the work stoppage in 3 years. Whenever this new CBA is up, this just every single owner was just like, "Are you kidding me?" I saw the tweet from my guy Beck, who does Dugout Dynasty. He said that this deal for Juan Soto has a higher value than 6 principal owners' net worth, which is like that's
hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
There are. It's not fucking us. Like we just took over the whole league. It was 5 owners from Beck. It's Mark Anasio, the Brewers, Ken Kendrick, the Diamondbacks, Bruce Sherman, the Marlins, Dick Monfort, the Rockies, and Bob Castellani of the Reds. This is like the GDP of major countries.
Dude, I said that in my video. I was like, I think Juan Soto is making more money than the GDP of some countries. And I was like, scratch that. I don't know. I'm a baseball YouTuber. I might not have that education level to know GDP stuff. But like, this is the biggest contract in professional sports.
Andy Martino also just said that we were apparently dead in the water this afternoon, and then Steve came back and like went crazy with this.
I mean, that just aroused me. That's unbelievable.
I thought you guys have heard me on this show. I thought we were dead the whole time.
And I was the opposite, but like from pure ignorance.
Yeah, you finally wavered today, this afternoon.
I know, and it happened because I mean, listen, we know some stuff that's going on, and it's like we start to hear things, you start to put the pieces together, and you're like, fuck, I think it is going to be the Yankees. I really did today for the first time. I texted you, I'm like, it happened. I flipped. Yeah. He's the Yankees, and just like that, he's a fucking Met. And I was saying on Wardy's stream that I think the longer this goes into the night, because the news broke around 7:30, 8 o'clock that Juan Soto was going to be signing tonight, and the fact that was known seemed like that was almost like the Yankees have made their best and final offer. If the Mets beat it, he's a Met. That's how I was interpreting it. And I said, the longer this goes on, if this doesn't come within the next hour, I'm starting to think this is going to be Juan Soto on the Mets. Just because, how could it not be? If it really was something where the money was close, he was going to pick the Yankees. Why wouldn't he have just picked them already? What's the difference that he wanted to give the Mets one more shot. They got one more shot, and they fucking beat the Yankees. We beat the Yankees. We've never done that.
We didn't just beat the Yankees. We murdered the Yankees in cold blood. We stabbed them in the heart with a knife. Wait, also, here's a tweet from Martino.
Aaron Judge, fucking Aaron Boone.
Imagine Aaron Judge didn't talk to Juan Soto in this process. What a fucking idiot. What a stupid person.
What a dumb idiot. What a stupid fucking moron.
Loser. But here's the tweet from Martino. The Yankees were in the lead for Soto all through the process. Through the weekend and late afternoon today. Steve Cohen came from the top rope very late and got it done. That's it. That's what you do when you're worth $20 billion. That was what he set out and he vowed to do. And there were a lot of Mets fans, not calling out anybody by name, on Twitter these last couple days that were doubting this man, that were doubting the guy who has earned $20 billion in his life, the greatest billionaire I've ever known, certainly and for sure.
He loves money so much he almost went to jail because he was like, there's just too much money to make here.
I gotta stop making some money. But this is it. Like this is the kingdom that was promised. We just did it. It happened. This is the flip. We just flipped.
He's my uncle. He's my uncle forever. I'm gonna put him in my will. He doesn't need the money. He's going in it.
This is one of the most consequential moments in New York sports history.
This is ever. Not even just New York sports history. It is the largest professional sports contract ever. Ever. He just got paid more than Messi. He just got paid more than Ronaldo. Those are the most popular people on the face of the planet. And Juan Soto just got that, not from the fucking New York Yankees, from the New York Mets. The little brothers. Fuck that. The little brother just got a glow up right now. We're different.
Oh, we're the big brothers now for sure. There's no tweet. This is a tweet from Howie. This is perhaps the most unique moment in the history of the New York Mets. I told you from day one that Steve Cohen was not about to be the little brother in town. He was taking dead aim at the Yankees and everyone else. It's on. This is erotic.
Okay, so the Mets can void Soto's opt-out. He's never leaving. Mets can void Soto's opt-outs. Ken Rosenthal right now. They can void Soto's 5-year opt-out by escalating his average annual value from $51 million to $55 million. He's a Met for the rest of his life. He can't leave. He's stuck here.
Also, what 31-year-old would opt out of a 10-year, $510 million contract?
Impossible, but you know what?
I can.
You know what? Props to Scott Boras, best agent in the history of the world.
Not just the best agent in the history of the world. I don't know how many other people on earth are better at their job than Scott Boras is at his.
Maybe Juan Soto and Shohei Ohtani. Those might be the only guys that might be better.
I did a radio hit earlier on Sunday with my guy Chris Caputo on Long Island, and we were talking about like how this is a bigger contract than Ohtani. And the Ohtani negotiation wasn't even close to this. I feel like they kind of just forecasted and were like, we're going to Dodgers the whole time. And the only thing they really did to scare people was the Toronto Blue Jays thing. That was fake anyway. Like, this was a bidding war of truly epic proportions that we've never seen in professional sports before. And we won.
Dude, earlier this week, it was reported 650, 660. It went up $100 million in a week.
Jim Bowden said he would have been shocked if it got over 600 a month ago.
God bless Jim Bowden. God bless Jim Duquette, because both those guys today were like, oh, if it's over 700, he's going to the Yankees. Yeah, fucking right, buddy. Yeah, fucking right. Get a clue. Jim Duquette, former GM, maybe the worst GM in Mets history.
Also, one more huge shout out. Shout out Bill Madden.
Yes.
Shout out Bill Madden. Bill Madden from the top
was.
rope, the GOAT, the legend. My dad sends me the famous Bill Madden tweet when it has 16 likes and 900 impressions, like 3 minutes after it was posted.
Your dad had it?
My dad's the one who sent that to me. Yes, that's how I got that so fast. Bill Madden is one of the GOATs. Daily News, like 40 years. He's a legend. He's an animal. People were doubting Bill Madden sources. Steve Cohen fucking follows this man. You were doubting Bill Madden.
Once you told me Steve Cohen followed him, I was like, oh my fucking God, this might be real.
Oh, when that happened, I was in. I was locked. That was literally the first time in this whole process where I was like, holy shit, he's going to be a Met, which is shocking, insane, terrifying. But we just to give you guys also a prep for this episode. So we wanted to do this now. We wanted to come out here with some slightly cogent words and thoughts, as coherent as we could possibly be right now, because I don't even think this is coherent at all. And then we're gonna put down the microphone for a little while, and Mark and I are going to go to the bar, and we're going to have some fun with my friend that's bartending, and we're gonna come back on later, a la the Scherzer episode from a few years ago, and then we're gonna really like get to spew some takes off. But this is a magical night. Like, Mets fans, don't let anybody yuck your yum right now. This is the greatest thing ever. Truthfully,
this is
euphoria.
I feel like I'm high. I feel like I'm floating. I don't feel like my feet have touched the ground in an hour.
Oh, I feel like I can literally walk on water. I can do anything right now. Like
I could run
and jump to the bar.
Yeah, I could
easily.
Run a
oh my God, yeah. I can do 10 miles right now in an hour 10.
I could go to wherever Juan Soto is right now, put him on my back, carry him to Queens, and have him sign the contract. I'll do whatever.
Did you see the video that Elion posted on Instagram? The second
brother?
they signed the deal, they were all in like a hot tub together in some mansion.
Really?
And he just sprays him with champagne. Elion Soto on Instagram.
Did you see the he FaceTimed Donovan Mitchell instantly too?
That I can't fucking believe. Why in the world are Juan Soto and Donovan Mitchell connected? Who connected them?
He follows Seth Curry on Instagram, so it's like, I mean, he's
Victor
a good
Oladipo.
basketball player. You want to know why? You want to know why he knows Donovan Mitchell? Because Juan Soto. Go back to our boy. Shout out Chris, the photographer.
Yes, shout out Chris Simon.
Juan Soto was a Washington National. Chris Simon. Juan Soto standing at home plate with the Mets with his back to it as a National. And he basically said something along the lines like, this place is amazing, or like the future, whatever it was. It was basically kind of saying how much he loved it there, how excited he was to be there, how he can't wait to be in New York again. The Yankees, dude, you know what's so fucking great too?
What?
The Yankees gave him a little taste. The Yankees said, you like New York? You like New York?
They brought him here.
Does it taste good? We'll trade players for you. We'll bring you in. You won't win shit. Congrats on winning the American League Central, you fucking dorks. And now he goes, I love New York, and this team's going to pay me more money? Fuck the pinstripes, baby. Let's go, Mets.
The pinstripes are dead. Everyone should lose their pinstripes. Hal Steinbrenner lost his pinstripes.
Brian Cashman should be fired.
Oh my! I literally came. Oh, can I get you to admit something to me now?
Yes.
Who won the Yankees Padres Juan Soto trade?
Padres, baby.
Right? Told you.
Padres won.
Long game. Not wrong, just early. This is it. We're in a new world. Oh, Starling Marte Instagram story. Welcome to our family. Starling Marte might have pulled this off. Great. That was the best contract ever. I know I've always been really positive about Starling Marte.
Yes.
I've never had a bad thing to say about him, his effort, his attitude, his contract, the length of it, his playing style, anything.
No.
We should retire his number.
I'll retire everybody. And dude, this is real. This happened. This is a thing that just happened. I don't know if I'm going to sleep tonight, to be fair. It doesn't feel like I'm going to. I chugged an energy drink once the news reported that he was going to sign tonight. I was like, I got to be wired for this shit. And I'm wired. This is a generational day. I can't wait to tell my kids about this day.
Oh, December 8th, 2024. You said it's all because we ate the lentils on New Year's. We ate the lentils.
Fucking lentils. And you know what else it was too? Last night we were at the Christmas bar crawl. James joined us a little bit later. He was spitting on the street, spit straight through the grate twice.
Twice.
Straight through the grate twice. I said, if you do it one more time, Juan Soto's a New York Met. And what happened today, James?
Today I was on a run, like early in the day, and I spit through a grate, and it went perfectly through. No spit got anywhere, splashed anywhere in the grate. Went directly through the hole, and I was like, oh my God. That was it. That was the moment too where it really started to click for me.
Dude, I can't wait to pay $70 for a hot dog next year. Are you food strike over?
Opposite. No. I got
No.
food strike forever now. We did it. Food strike forever. I'm never buying $1 stuff.
I think if there's a Juan Soto, like, you know how they have the Pete Alonso polar bear?
Yeah, if they do Juan Soto thing, for sure.
If they do like a Juan Soto, like arepa or something like that.
I'm in. I'll get 25. Yeah.
Mofongo, whatever it is. What's the Dominican food?
No, Puerto Rico's mofongo. I don't know.
Okay.
Pernil? Could be pernil.
I don't know. No, I think pernil's Puerto Rico. I think mofongo is because David Ortiz,
no.
isn't that the whole thing in the SNL skit?
I think you got to flip. Mofongo's 100% Puerto Rico. Guaranteed.
Whatever the Dominican
Doesn't matter.
They inevitably put in the stadium at Juan Soto's grill. That's the only food you can buy. You buy it once. Steve Cohen, I love you, but if I saw Steve Cohen right now, I'd give him a kiss on the lips.
Oh, I would give Bill Madden a kiss on the lips right now. I don't even care. Like I would start smooching people on the street. I can't believe this is real.